So what's your unpopular opinion?
My unpopular opinion is centered around feminism, and my unpopular opinion is that most feminists speak or say things that are not practical in today's world, and that's just my take, my popular opinion. Because if you look at to what they are fighting for, especially in Nigeria, you can see that most of them, like now, yes, some days ago I was listening to, I was in a meeting, in a TikTok meeting, and they were saying that women should center
Men.
it's not the center men per se, but the center the man's private part. And when they said that, I begin to ask myself the question: are you decentering the men's private part or centering the man? Because the fact is, most of them were saying yes, do it. Most of the feminists, all of them were. There's a certain lady that read law, and she was so bold and saying that. I begin to ask her,
Wait. What does it mean to decenter a man's private?
It means to decenter. That means the center having anything to do with a man in the other way, and in the bedroom.
So
Yes, women yes, not
intimate relationship with men. So
yes,
in other words, they are sort of supporting.
Yes, that's
women.
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
Because most of them, they were open. Some of them were saying yes and no. Some were saying, some were support, but most of feminists were against. And I asked them, if you say you should decenter it like they said, there are two things involved. When you decenter, so when you put something from the center, you either take it in front or you take it behind. That is just the truth. It's straightforward. So I now asked them, if you are saying decenter every man. But the truth of the matter is, most of all these women, that are feminists, they still want the men. They say they want men. So I begin to ask myself, how practical can that be? Because most of them, they say a lot of it, but they want what they hate. That looks like foolishness to me. Because the fact is, I'm lucky enough in the social media space, no man can come and say he hates women. And even if he hates it, he's saying it to his own self, because no man will support him. But the feminists have said so many crazy things, I can list them for you. So one of them have said that they wish that if a lady gets pregnant and is a boy, they should unalive the child. Yes. You see, that's why I said, if you listen to it, a friend of mine was talking about what feminists say. When he one of my barber shop, and we're laughing, but he's practically laughing, because the fact is, he said he sees them to make them laugh. So when I talk about feminism, I really hate feminism, but the fact is, most of them are not practical. And me, as a practical man, I will tell you, this will not work. Because the fact is, you've not centered your fathers, you've not centered your sons, you've not centered your uncles, you've not centered your nephews. You didn't decenter them before coming to the outside world. So now outside world, you won't be in the center. No be juju be that. It's not funny. Help me take. So when I say it's my unpopular take, it is my unpopular take, but it is straightforward, because the truth cannot be told. And I will say the truth, we all need each other. We can't fight each other, because the problem of the world today now, and I say as the end times, the evil one has placed man and women against each other, and the gender war should stop. Because to me, I'm saying, if it's too stressful, men should have their planet and women should have their planet, and we'll be all right. Thank you very much.
I think this issue of feminism has the lines are blurry, because what you have talked about is misandry, the hate for men. That's not feminism.
Well, most of them that shout misandry, it's a graduation
from feminism.
Yes, to misandry. Because if you go to their profiles on TikTok and everything, you will see feminist first. They'll say you a very evil feminist or very wicked feminist. So what is someone that is wicked? It's misandry. But the fact is, they cannot say misandry, because they say misandry and nobody will follow them. So they use feminist as a general word, because that is easily acceptable. But the fact is, when I look at feminism, I look at two people, Chidinma Adichie and Chimamanda Adichie and this lady Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Look at Obi Ekwesi. Those women are feminists, speak for the rights of women. But you see them, they make sure that their home is still perfect, their husband is there, they don't decenter men. So when you hear this kind of thing, so when I see all these kind of examples, and I thought so, I said, Angela Merkel, one of the greatest vice chancellors of Germany, says, I was the first lady of Germany. But as soon as I leave my office, I go home to make sure there is food on the table for my husband.
She
The
said
first
that.
one, yes. After that, yes. She's the president of Germany, oh, but she makes sure that her husband gets food to eat by the time she's done with her work. If a woman that is the vice chancellor of Germany can say that, what else do you want to tell me? Nothing. So when I say what I say is, feminism in Nigeria is a wax, and it needs to be.
What is wax?
Wax means it is a lie, it is a deceit.
Oh,
it
it's
is
wax.
yeah, a lie, a deceit is. It doesn't make sense. It's not practicable. Because if
but you just mentioned Chimamanda and the rest that have made it
yes,
practicable.
no, that's what I'm saying now. I say feminism in Nigeria. To me, most of the children, I don't see them as in. They don't practice in Nigeria, and they are abroad. They are abroad. They are making it abroad because they have done it in Nigeria and taking it abroad. That is why we can. To me personally, because if you hear what people say, as in, even those that say to be feminists, if you hear what they say in blogs, in tabloids, you as a man or a woman begin to ask yourself, are we living in the same world? So the fact is, it's crazy. So the only thing I'll just say to the feminists out there is, be careful what you listen to, be careful who you follow, because the fact is, in Igbo they say, in Igbo I was explaining in English, Ekwoku agwo mile. It is when things have gone serious, you will count the cost of your consequences. You choose. Everybody has a heart. Choose your heart. If you want to do feminism, learn what feminism is all about and stick to the principle of what feminism is. If you are, the truth of matter is, to me, they say feminism is equality. You cannot get equality in the world of we are today. You can get equity. Even in law, they will tell you equality doesn't count. It's equity. Equity being fair to all parties. Equality cannot work because first by size, men and women are not the same mass. Secondly, attributes we are not the same. We are unique, but we are not the same. So my take to this is, feminists need to sit down and recheck themselves before they shift towards misandry. Thank you very much.